Ray Payton in the P4, maybe G. The 03, Nathaniel Long. Adam Moore, the 828. The 72, Steve Donley. Dustin Snyder in the 21. The 49X, William Seek. Bradley Payton in the P74. The 24, Terry McDaniel, the West Virginia boy. Cameron Matthews in the 5. Josh Atwood in the 1. Donnie Atwood, Hamilton, Ohio in the 111. Ricky Harner, senior out there in the 17. The 111, Chris Freeby. Robert Coffey, we saw him, and Samuel, we talked about him, the 56 going to be out there.
Good job, Mark. You got them all.
Tim Clark was educating me out there on what Trent Braun did to that wall last night. I feel like I remember you saying, did you see the Braun Machine 31 hit that wall? Well,
took a bunch of chucks off it.
Oh, no, he about drove through it.
Ooh.
It's $20,000 big time shot. $20,000 every 10 foot of that wall that's got to be prepared.
Oh, my goodness.
And you know I would not be me if I didn't step it off right there in front of him and give him a preview for what that build's going to look like.
Right.
Man, they're rocking and rolling out there. Mr. Coffee out there on the move. I do believe that's Ricky Harner that is walking off the track. Smash It officials. Gary Zorns on the track picking up a bumper. And there was Ricky the third out there and Blaze Harner out there. I did see that when I was out there talking to those drivers afterwards.
All right, my new driver's list looks like 46.
That's a heat.
Big shot there. Red flag. Oh, that's a problem. Can't park there, bud.
Bud. That's Jordan Smith out of Hamilton, Ohio, I do believe, in the number 89. As soon as cars started moving, everybody was ready to rip.
Yeah, they're just moving people out of the way.
Yep.
Nose of that wagon is still underneath the car that's in front of them. Second best seat in the house. First one being the driver's seat.
Yes. You know, that's how I feel. Look at that, man. Stick down on the Jordan Smith machine.
Better get an official's attention. Those of you just tuning in, we want to say welcome on Facebook. Glad to have you here with us. We're live from Bash for Cash in Chillicothe, Ohio. Smash It Demolition Derby puts this 3-day event on, and we're in Feature Sunday. Still got a couple more features to go and at least a couple more hours of action. If you want to watch the whole thing, you can do so on DerbyNation.tv.
Oh, yeah, if you're not already tuned in, you better tune in. It's feature day. It's going to get better and better as the day goes on. We have got the Relic coming up, big-time features. It's going to be a good day. Wow! Pow! I believe that was Pink, Brandon Pinkerton. Wake 'em up.
Apparently it's Tattoo Day at the Bash for Cash. Some of these drivers going home with some permanent marks out here.
This has definitely been one of the harder hitting heats of the day and maybe even the weekend. It's hard to top the Frank the Tank that we watched yesterday, but they're definitely not disappointing.
Yeah, they're trying to match.
He was on the move. He got a slight interception there. He was looking for somebody.
Red flag.
Yep, the red flags are flying. Man, I can't wait to tell Tim that there's some blonde gal out there that's passing out Jello. I think it had Benadryl in it or something.
Just trying to keep your allergies at bay.
I'm a mess. I got stung by a bee one time at Deadman, and Ice Mama, Scotty's mom, give me some children's Benadryl. I said, I don't know what that woman in the crowd gave me, but I'm starting to see stuff. One time I looked up and the flagmen were all looking up at me, and I was just up there staring at the beautiful mountain.
My goodness.
True story.
Good looking replay down there in the corner.
I talked to JD when I was down there. He said, man, I'm wore out. I said, I can tell. That knee looked like it's a hurting.
During these red flags, we've seen a few drivers climb out. And obviously, you know, visibly upset as they're getting out. Sometimes it's hard to remember these compact drivers are still drivers. And their cars may be compact, but their egos are full size.
I mean, I'm lost. It's that Benadryl, man. I'm trying to keep up, Steve, I promise. They're physically upset. I was like, what do you mean? They got a tummy ache or what?
Visibly upset.
See, I'm telling you, man.
Oh, big shot from the SDR.
Yep, I felt that from here. Wake 'em up.
Hammer time.
It's like a hardest hitting competition. It's like the punching bag at the fair. Everybody keeps pumping their quarters in it.
I didn't get the memo, but apparently it's home run derby day at the Bash for Cash. They're swinging for the fences out here.
Are we like battling it out over here or what?
We'll just go back and forth with the metaphors until we can't think of one.
I raise your swinging for the fences. I was waiting. I heard him coming. I've been looking for Frank Napier. I was waiting for somebody to take him downtown.
Mark, looks like some of the family Tussey has weathered the storm and they're still out here surviving.
Oh, they're going to be. They are legit. Bradley Tussey's as legit as they come. Old man Brad Tussey, he was in the lead actually the first year of the Unified Point Series for a little while, and he hung in there for a little while, but then, you know, time went on and we didn't see him anymore, but they are solid Derby drivers.
All right, just talk to my producer. 5 more minutes or to the next red flag, whichever goes first. On this live look in on Facebook. If you're liking the action you're seeing here on Facebook, there's plenty more to come here at the Bash for Cash, and it's all live on DerbyNation.tv. Get your ticket, go over to DerbyNation.tv, pick up a ticket. You can watch the rest of the show. We got a few more features to come. The Relic is up next. You don't want to miss these old iron cars just making junk out here in Chillicothe, Ohio.
I'm pretty focused on the feature myself, Steve. There's the Smash It Mini feature. It's going to be pretty good, but the full size, the Pro Stock feature, it is stacked. And I spent a good bit of time in the pits this morning, and I saw the work that was getting put in them cars, and I know the teams, and I know everybody's been talking. So we are going to find out soon enough what the pecking orders are looking like.
We all know the reality that these teams kind of get together, they make deals, that kind of thing. You know, not everybody gets in the groove, but some of the teams get together. And I like, oh, here comes a shot. Man.
Big time.
I like when you see like this 11-team feature or so, we'll have a couple of super teams. You know, group on one side, group on the other. They've kind of worked their magic with each other, and we get to see a good battle.
I don't think we're going to be disappointed. However it shakes out, I think it's going to be worth the price of admission. I would not bat an eye at it. I wouldn't care what it cost. If I was able to sit in my air conditioner with my feet kicked up at home, I would hit send.
Ethan Clifton still rolling out there. F5 just caught a gear and got it moving. Everybody's kind of reset a little bit, settled down here a little.
Yeah, I talked to Tim Sr., and he was chewing on those youth drivers' ears out there when it got down to 4. He gave them a pretty healthy pep talk, and he said he did not hold back on them.
There's Frank Napier in the 34. We were asking about him earlier. He's just off the left side of the screen now.
Frank. He told me, hey, by the way, Frank Napier, back home, probably, well, the town that I work in, it's the same county I'm in. He is a living legend for sports. He is one of the best basketball, baseball players, and that just comes from the locals. They talk about him. I guess he is a savage, and Frank got into Derby, and within the last few years, he said, Mark, I wish I would have found this sport a long time ago.
Yeah.
So shout out to you folks that are always bringing in new people. Sometimes people don't know what they love until they find it.
Frank had a super impressive run out in Topeka.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, man, it was so cool to watch. That car just kept going.
He's got a good car. He's hooked up with Bobby Joe and John. He's no dummy, but I've always said that whenever he's able to click out there on the track like he clicks on the baseball field or the basketball court, look out. Yeah, man, you hear people talk about him. It's the same story every time. He was a savage. Like, take your soul savage, not like pretty good, like
yeah.
Like when somebody came there, they knew that he was going to be there.
Brooke Colassa in the Boo Machine out of New York, still out there fighting.
Yep, we just saw her at Stoneboro too. Man, a whole slew of these drivers this week, and I feel like I've said that 10 times.
Yeah.
She was on a team with David King, and I can't remember the third person off the top of my head, but in that team show out there that Hardcore Frankie Guy had.
Well, Facebook fans, we're over our 5-minute grace period here on the live look-in. Once again, we're live from the Bash for Cash in Chillicothe, Ohio. Smash It Demolition Derby puts this event on, and if you're liking what you're seeing and you want to see the rest of the feature events here tonight, you can do so by going to derbynation.tv. Get your ticket there, watch for the rest of the night live. Hope you're enjoying yourselves. Thanks for being with us on Facebook.
Mark Pauly said he don't think that was Benadryl. They're about to rip.
Yep, here we go. Red flag over and done. We're back at it. Franklin in the F5 used up the backside. It's kind of split in the middle there. Some going up, some going down. Front still clean. Everybody back to teeing off on each other. Oh, wow.
Yeah, thought he was going to ramp right up through his driver's window. Donnie Atwood in that 111. Official's going to snag a bumper just on the other side of Ethan Clifton's a 75X, right behind Donnie Atwood's 111, and Atwood climbing out of that machine.
That's good for JD's knee.
Oh, he's a workhorse. He's slowed down.
Atwood's got a little limp to his stride there, too.
Oh, no, man. He's just a straight-up gangster. After the way he went ramping through there and then ran smack into the front side of that car, I'd say there's probably a good reason that's why he was limping. Anytime I ever ricocheted off somebody like that and hit somebody else, it's like the first one loosened you up and the next one just planted you in there.
Woo!
Was that Roger Cold Irons?
I think so.
Roger Cold Iron 07 that I just heard humming across the track. As soon as I looked down, oh yeah.
Yeah.
He's about got one out.
Tires are in the air.
Ray Payton, P4G, Bedford, Kentucky. That's Josh Atwood, Hamilton, Ohio, in that #1. Riding alongside of the T20 of Bradley Tussey, Lawrenceburg, Kentucky.
Got the T20 still rolling, the T24. At least 2 Tussies.
Yep, William and Bradley.
Still out there tussing stuff up. '26. I didn't have 26 on my list. I added them just based on the roof sign and the number on the door. Roof sign says Possum. Still hanging in there, big shot. I think we're around a dozen, Mark.
Yeah, they're still sticking and moving, but it is sure slowed down. It is down to the money drivers, that's for sure. I was just looking at my clock and thinking we've got Relic and 2 features. It's probably going to be a late drive back home tonight for me, unless those features prove me wrong. I feel like whenever you get the quality of drivers out there that we got and the cars that they've got, it's about inevitable. It's going to be an hour at least. I always look at it like about a 2-hour slot.
Yeah. Possum taking a shot.
But I don't believe Tim's going to watch for too long. I'd say if it slows down anymore, I'd say he'll stop it and go out there and have a pep talk with him.
Yeah. Number 1 definitely in trouble against that wall down there. Got it fired again. It was coming down the wall on the back side of the track. There he is. Atwood. Haven't mentioned the 821 really, but that's Race. Still out there wheeling. Staying involved in the fray. Here comes Clifton. Franklin in that F5. I talked about the trunk going down on the bottom and up onto the top, and now he's fighting with that as the pile of sheet metal gets pulled underneath the car in reverse and works like a track scraper and slows him down quite a bit.
Yeah, it's a good thing for him that they put that water on the track, because that's helping him just scrape right along.
Whew.
William Tussey in the T24 trying to get it fired.
Peyton in the P4G still fighting out there. Oh, that was a great shot.
Yep.
Boy, if that front bumper had any kind of point to it, it would have been lights out for that passenger front wheel.
Yeah, that's Pretty Boy Russell Springs in the number 9.
Woo! Old Faithful.
Yeah, Pretty Boy got her smoking up. Harrodsburg, Kentucky, the number 9. P13 Preston Hunter headed down south. I do believe we are all south of the Cincinnati border now. Yep, that was the Pretty Boy, the number 9, man. He just laid a smack on him. P13 Preston Hunter. Headed back down where Bradley and William Tussey are. Ethan Clifton. Russell Sims headed down there one more time in the number 9 to try to drive the nail in the coffin. He's trying to take it down to 4. The pecking order has been set in place for the KY State. Officials giving Pretty Boy a hard time. He's going to round her out. There ain't a whole lot of room to get through at the 50-yard line. We're about to find out if Ethan Clifton or Russell Sims, the Pretty Boy, is next. Looking like he's going to chase down the 75X. Man, Clifton gave it right back and smacked him.
He's a fighter. Oh, wow.
I don't think the officials probably let this go on too long, but they may have just put him out right there with that shot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I do believe Ethan Clifton going to be done. I believe we're down to 5, Bradley and William Tussey, and Pretty Boy Russell Sims in the number 9. All 3 KY boys. William Tussey on the crank in the T24. Bradley Tussey doing what he does. Whew. I told you, the T20 going to be there at the bottom.
Such a precision shot that last one was.
Oh, he's legit.
Look at the wheels bent in at the top on both sides.
Yep. Surgery is in session. And here comes the nail. Stuck that. Ooh, I thought he was going to stick that corner right in there. The Pretty Boy ain't going to give up, but he ain't going too far. The only thing turning's that right wheel.
One wheel peel.
He got about 10 seconds to decide where he wants to lay his final resting place at. Bradley Tussey going to go ahead. He waved him off. Gary Zorn's going to wave the red flag.
Nice job.